In 2024, Amazon launched Rufus AI. This was an AI assistant that was assisting customers when they were searching for different products on Amazon. Right? The old way was that the customer would go to Amazon.com or their mobile phone and they would search for the keyword and they would get the right number of products in front of them. Rufus changed that. Rufus now searches for the intent of the customers. For example, instead of writing, I need a beauty product, you could search, for example, I need a beauty product that would reduce my wrinkles. Now, Rufus would give you a different product based on every different intent or the question that you ask, right? And I'm going to show you how you can optimize for each of the intent and for each of the questions customers are looking for on Amazon's website, right? We'll start with this listing. This is a listing of Grace and Stella. Grace and Stella basically sells award-winning under-eye masks, right? As you can see in front of my screen, I have Rufus opened up and these are the questions that it's naturally showing me. Now, I haven't asked anything. I haven't asked does it help with wrinkles or can it be used daily, but it's picking all of these things up from Grace and Stella's title, bullets, A-plus reviews, and even the description on the back end. Now, I know that you might be wondering if it's picking these things up from customer reviews. We have no control whatsoever on our customer reviews, right? And that's right. But that's the thing about Rufus. It takes into account everything from your listing, even the reviews. So basically all of your content on your listing, right? And I'm going to show you what you can do to audit your product listing and make sure you have every single intent customers are looking for in your listing. The easiest way to do this in today's date is to use Claude AI. Now, if you have Claude, you're going to simply provide it with a simple prompt. Now, I'm going to show you the prompt, but it's literally that simple. You're going to pick the link of your product and you're going to search for a couple of competitors. For example, for Grace and Stella, you could search for the main keyword, which is the under eye mask. And the top three competitors that you get, you're going to provide this to Claude AI. You're going to tell Claude that I want to audit my listing for Rufus optimization, right? And the key thing is to provide your link, the three competitor links, and then there's also another thing that I provided which is important. And this was in the simple prompt, right? So for example, Rufus scored my listing against 15 Cosmo relationship types. Now that's important. The relationship types are important because Cosmo actually scores your product listing on these 15 things. So the first one is basically the functional dimension. Now functions use three different functions. The first one is a hash function, the second one is a hash effect, and the third one is the hash ingredient. Now these will vary according to every category, of course, and Claude would know these better and how to score these against your listings. But for example, it asked a couple of questions to Rufus and it got the answers and then it scored all these answers against the relationship types in Cosmo, right? And so you can see the second one was the audience dimension. Who is it used by, who is it intended for, and who is it suitable for? And the next one was context dimension and so on. I'm going to give you the list of all these and I'm going to attach these in the description, but these are really important to score your product against, right? You can see the competitor analysis Claude gave me as well. It gave me three different competitors, scored me against all of these. For example, this one was 49 out of 100, this one was 52 by 100, and this was 52 by 100 as well. Now we were scored at 49, and it basically asked all these questions to Rufus. You can see it asked this question and it said the Rufus partially answered it, and then the second question was answered fully, and some of them were not answered properly. For example, they were missed. Now the thing is, you have to include these missed questions and see where you're missing all these in your listing. And it also gave me a recommendation. For example, rewrite the title to lead with the formula, not the equation, and then a couple of other recommendations, right? This was the complete audit Claude gave me using the 15 different Cosmo relation types I gave you and three different competitors of Grace and Stella and Mask, right? Now, you can also ask Claude to give you 15 or 10 important questions for your product. You should go and check these one by one for your listing. For example, you should search for what are these patches good for? Are these safe for sensitive skin? Do this one by one and provide Claude with all the screenshots like I did. For example, these are multiple screenshots with the answers, and then it started going deep into what we were missing, and then it gave me the revised bullets or the titles that I should have. I hope this video makes a lot of sense. We do handle a lot of different 7 to 8 figure brands under the agency. I handle Sellexio, and we have amazing brands. We do these audits almost every month for all our brands. If you need an audit for Rufus and Cosmo, we're happy to help with these. Thank you so much.